Rich People Problems. An excerpt by Kevin Kwan. Bettina artist Emilia was not accustomed to waiting, a former Miss Venezuela and Miss Universe runner-up. Of course, the exceedingly bronze strawberry blonde was displaced the wife of Miami Auto Parts tycoon, Herman artist Emilia. And at every restaurant she chose to grace with her presence. She was always greeted with reverence and whisked to the exact table she desired. Today, she went to the corner table on the terrace at Sip Sip, her favorite lunch spot on Harbor Island. She wanted to sit on one of the comfy orange canvas, director chairs and stir out the gently lapping turquoise waters while eating her cauliflower salad. But there was a large noisy group taking up the entire terrace and it didn't seem in much hurry to leave. Bettina fumed as she glared at the tourists, happily savoring their lunch in the sun. Look how tacky they were. The woman overly tan, wrinkled and saggy, none of them properly lifted or buttocks. She felt like walking up to their table and handing out her dermatologist's business cards. And the men were even worse, all dressed in all rumpled shirts and shirts, wearing the cheap straw hats sold at the trinket shops on Dunmore Street. Why did such people have to come here? Feeling that she had been patient long enough, Bettina stormed into the kitchen. The friends on her crocheted pochi kaftan top, shaking furiously as she made a beeline for the woman, with a shock of pixie-cut blonde hair manning the means too. Julie, honey, what's the deal you? I've waited more than 15 minutes for my table. Sorry, Bettina, it's been one of those days. The party of 12 on the terrace showed up first, just before you did. Julie replied as she handed off a bowl of spicy corn chili to waiting server. But the terrace is your prime spot. Why on earth did you let the stores take up all that space? Well, the tourist on the red fishing cup is the talk of Glencora. His party just boated over from Windermere. That is royal hostman you see more of the coast. Isn't it the most handsome sailboat you've ever seen? I'm not impressed by big boats. Bettina half, although secretly, she was rather impressed by people with big title. From the kitchen window, she surveyed the party assembled on the terrace with new eyes. These aristocratic types were such a strange breed. Sure, they had their Savile suits and their heirloom tiaras, but when they traveled, they looked so painfully frumpy. It was only then that Bettina noticed three tan, well-built men in fitted white t-shirts and black Kevlar pants sitting at the adjacent table. The guys weren't eating but such thoughtfully sipping glasses of seltzer water. I assume that's the Duke's security title. They couldn't be more views. Don't you know that we're all billionaires here on Brilliant, and this isn't how we rule? Actually, those bodyguards belong to the Duke's special guests. They did a whole sweep of the restaurant before the party arrived. They even searched my walk-in freezer. See the Chinese fellow seated at the end of the table. Bettina squinted through her deer XD sunglasses at a portly, balding 70-something Asian man dressed in a nondescript white short-sleeved golf shirts and grey trousers. Oh, I didn't even notice him. Am I supposed to know who he is? That's Alfred Zhang. He looks like their chauffeur. Doesn't he look like that guy that used to drive Jane Wyman around in Falcon Crest? From what I hear, that chauffeur is the most powerful man in Asia. What is his name again?